This is information, not advice, so always check your own situation with the agency. After a certain age, you are legally allowed to stop paying for things you have been paying for your whole life. Not by cheating, not by some loophole a slick lawyer sells you, by rules that are already written down on purpose for seniors. The catch is that nobody is ever going to walk up and tell you that you are allowed to stop. The bills just keep coming, the money keeps leaving your account, and the permission slip sits quietly in a drawer you never knew to open. Now, I am not a government man, and I am not a financial advisor. I am just an old fellow who got plain tired of watching seniors overpay for things they had every right to stop paying for. So today, I am going to hand you 5 of those permission slips, and the very last one puts real money straight back into your monthly check. Here is the part that ought to bother you. Every single one of these 5 is something you can reduce or wipe out, but only if you qualify, and only if you ask. The bank is not going to volunteer to drop your fees. The county is not going to mail you a smaller tax bill out of the kindness of its heart. The phone company is not going to call you up and offer you a cheaper plan. These outfits make their money on the full price, so the full price is exactly what you get unless you stand up and claim something better. And a lot of seniors never do, partly because nobody ever told them they could, and partly because asking feels a little too much like begging. It is not begging. These programs exist because somebody decided that after a lifetime of paying in, you had earned a break. I have watched neighbors pay the same bill the same way for 20 years, simply because that is how it had always been done. Habit is the most expensive thing in all of retirement. So let us go collect what is yours. Number 1, those little monthly bank fees, the maintenance fee, the minimum balance fee, the overdraft charges that pile up when the account runs thin near the end of the month. They look small, $5 here, $12 there, but across a whole year they quietly add up to real money out of a fixed income. And here is what most seniors never find out. A great many banks and credit unions offer senior checking accounts with those fees waived completely, often starting right around age 62 or 65. Some will waive them just for having your Social Security check deposited directly. So the action step could not be simpler. Call your bank or walk right in and ask one question. Do you have a senior account with no monthly fees? And what do I need to qualify for it? And if they tell you no, well, that is your answer to take your money down the street to a bank that says yes. You are not stuck where you are. Number 2, your phone and your internet bill. There is a federal program called Lifeline that lowers the monthly cost of phone or internet service for people on a limited income, and for some seniors it covers the basic bill almost entirely. This is not some fly-by-night deal. It is a real federal benefit, and staying connected is not a luxury at our age. It is how you reach your doctor. It is how you talk to your kids and your grandkids. It is how you set up the very accounts I keep telling you to set up. If you qualify, you should not be paying full freight just to stay in touch with the world. You apply through the Lifeline program, and you can find it by searching for the federal Lifeline benefit, or just ask your phone company directly whether they take part in it. And if it has been a few years since you last looked into this, look again, because the program has changed and more people qualify now than think they do. Number 3, and this one surprises just about everybody, the federal tax on your Social Security check. A lot of folks do not realize their benefits can be taxed at all, but here is the flip side that nobody ever mentions. If your total income falls below the thresholds the IRS sets, your Social Security is not taxed one single penny. Many seniors living mainly on their benefit, with only modest other income, owe no federal tax on it whatsoever. The trouble is, some keep having tax withheld, or keep paying somebody to fret over it every spring when their income is low enough that they are already in the clear. So here is the action step. Check where your total income lands against the current IRS thresholds, and if you come in below them, you may be able to stop that withholding and keep more of every check. When in doubt, your own number is the only one that matters. So check your own situation at ssa.gov and do not guess off of what your neighbor told you over the fence. Now, while we are talking about your Social Security check, let me mention this real quick. I took the whole picture, how your benefit gets taxed, how to grow it, how to claim it on your own terms, and I put it into one plain English guide called the 2026 Social Security Playbook. It is $27 and the link is sitting right down in the description. There is a free benefits cheat sheet down there too, so grab that one no matter what you do. But hear me, you do not need to spend a dime to use what I am giving you today, so let us get to the last 2, because they are the biggest of the bunch. Number 4, your property tax. If you own your home, Your county very likely offers a senior homestead exemption or a senior freeze that lowers what you owe, sometimes by a real chunk, once you reach a certain age, often 65. Now, I am going to be straight with you, the way I always am. This almost never means your property tax drops clean to zero, no matter what some headline tells you. But it can mean a meaningful, lasting cut, and in a few places that freeze stops your bill from ever climbing on you again. And here is the catch that costs people the most. It is not automatic. You have to apply for it, and a lot of seniors pay the full bill year after year without ever once knowing. I did a whole separate video on just this one because it is worth it, so go watch that one next. For today, write down 2 words: county assessor. That is who you call, and you ask them exactly what senior exemptions and freezes you qualify for, and what the deadline is to file, and do not let them rush you off the phone. You are asking about your own home and your own bill. And number 5, the one I saved for the very last, because it puts money straight back into your pocket every single month: your Medicare Part B premium. For most folks on Medicare, that premium gets quietly pulled right out of your Social Security check before the money ever reaches you. But there are programs called the Medicare Savings Programs that will pay that premium for you if you qualify. Pay it for you. Picture that money landing back inside your check every month instead of being subtracted out of it. That is not a coupon, and it is not some one-time rebate. That is your monthly income going up, month after month, for as long as you qualify. To find out, you contact your state health insurance assistance program, the folks called SHIP, or your state Medicaid office, and they will walk you through the whole thing for free with no sales pitch waiting at the end. If only one of these 5 turns out to be yours to claim, I sure hope it is this one, because it is the one you feel in your check every single month. So there are your 5 permission slips. The bank fees you can have waived, the phone and internet bill that Lifeline can lower, the federal tax you may not even owe in the first place, the property tax break your county will never volunteer, and the Medicare premium that somebody else can pay so it stays right in your check. Every one of them has the very same lock and the very same key. The lock is that you have to qualify, and you have to ask. The key is one phone call. I know making calls is nobody's favorite way to spend an afternoon, but 15 minutes on the telephone can change what every single month feels like for years to come. So pick the one that fits your life, and make that call this week, because the money does not come back on its own. If this helped you, or you think it might help somebody you love who is overpaying right this minute, hit that subscribe button and send it their way. Because next time, I'm going to show you the Social Security move that smart seniors make, the one the bank quietly hopes you never figure out. You have earned every one of these. It is your money. Let us go and get it. I will see you in the next one.